Bugonia! What the hell does Bugonia mean? I had to look it up on the internet after the movie because they never mention the word in the movie. It's like, I don't know, I forget now. It's some old Greek word or something that means something or another. But essentially, the filmmaker and the writer, they just decided to use the word because they like the sound of it. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the movie, but it's fun to say Bugonia. If I had to define begonia, I would define it as a flower growing out of someone's anus. That's what a begonia sounds like to me. All right.
Okay.
It would be easy for me to hate on this movie. I did like the movie. I just don't know who else is going to like this movie. It's directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, who my friend Brian introduced me to by telling me about every movie he's ever made, and he sounded very interesting. And then I finally checked out The Favorite, which I think has been his most commercial movie, and it got a lot of Oscar nominations, and I think it won some awards. It won for Best Actress, actually, a few years back. But if you know this director's modus operandi, that he likes to create absurd situations and just he like his movies seem like they're in reality, but then the weird crazy stuff will happen. If you know what he does like that, then you'll be able to predict how this movie ends. It's basically about this guy played by Jesse Plemons and his autistic cousin. They live together, they're sheltered. You could kind of maybe think of them as, I hate to say the word, rhymes with Ben Flells. They're kind of like that, but they are the protagonists of the movie. Like, the movie is told from their point of view, not the Emma Stone character's point of view for the most part. So you do sympathize with them. They genuinely think she's an alien, an Andromedan to be specific, on Earth with the express plan as a CEO of a major pharmaceutical company to hurt the human race. And so they capture her, they kidnap her, they tie her up, and they want her to admit that she's an alien and to take them to her spaceship. And so all through this movie I'm going, either they really are crazy and she's going to be able to get away, or they're going to kill her and it's going to be a tragedy, or she really is an alien and they are going to eventually get to a spaceship. Those are the only two ways that I could see this movie ending, and I'll just say that it ends in one of those ways.
Do you think that this is gonna be an Oscar contender this year?
I kind of got the knowing.
I kind of got the feeling that that's how it was being positioned, especially the timing of the release and everything. But I haven't heard a lot of buzz about it, so I don't know.
No, it didn't seem like it got a lot of buzz. I think because they probably don't know how it's going to perform, and it looks like it didn't do terrible, but it didn't do well at the box office either. And I don't know what the word of mouth is going to be on for this, because lay audiences, there's no way they're going to care for this movie. It gets too weird in the end. Like, if a movie is totally reality based for more than 10 or 15 minutes, if you throw something too wild at the audience after that, they're just going to think it's dumb. You have to be weird from the get-go to get most general audiences into a movie like this. But if you're a fan of Largos and what's his name? Whatever his name is,
Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yorgos Lanthimos. If you're a fan of his stuff, I think you'll at least like this. I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and have our first score on here. I will say, where's the scores? I got to find them. They're coming. Here they are. I'm going to give this one a 6. The acting's really good. Emma Stone, always really good. She's one of the best actors of her generation. Probably one of my favorite, easily in my top 10. I'm not even sure I could name 10 amazing actresses working today. She's one of them. I will always be okay with watching a movie that she's in.
Yeah.
Also, Jesse Plemons. I've never seen him better than he is in this movie, and he's a good actor who's done some good stuff. The autistic brother is autistic in real life. I'm curious to know if he's playing himself or if he's putting on any kind of affectations in the movie. It was a very interesting supporting role, nonetheless. And it's really just the three of them for the most part. There are a couple of other people that come and go, but it's like a stagey, theatrical kind of thing. Most of it takes place in Jesse Plemons and his cousin's house. and it's just confrontations between the three of these characters. It does escalate; things get nuts all through the last like 30 minutes. But I just don't know if it's for general audiences. I'm gonna give it a 6, but I do think it's only worth checking out if you know what you're getting into, if you know this director's work, or if you just love these two performers, Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone. I think you might want to not see it in theaters. Maybe wait for streaming or something.
So briefly, really quick, the you said it was a cousin that is autistic. Is that right?
Yeah.
And the actor is autistic in real life. Do you think that's kind of a reaction to some recent controversy with other films about,
Maybe. Maybe. It could also just be to get a really interesting performance, because it is. The guy is really interesting. All three of these actors, they're very good. The acting is definitely the strongest thing about this movie. I don't think the script is especially that strong, but the acting is a good reason to see it. And it's got the director's style too. It's the framing and the pacing, the use of music is all very, very similar to stuff you've seen in some of his other stuff. I don't know. I feel like maybe he might need to branch out soon, because I already feel like I get this director, and if he's ever going to do something again, it's going to be another movie where in the first half hour I'm going to know, okay, either this is really real or it's batshit crazy. And it almost always goes batshit crazy. So it's just, are you in the mood for that or not? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm giving it a 6. I think it's a film with merit. I just don't know if it's going to find a wide audience, but I do hope it gets some fans of the director, at least something to tide them over to his next movie, because he does seem to do one every couple of years. Let's see if there's any comments about Bugonia. Robert says he has seen it. This movie was so good. Go see Bugonia. I think Robert is on the payroll for the studio that put this movie out. Jesse Plemons was so good in this. He really, really was. His character is so convinced that he's right that it really hurts him when she's able to get inside his head and manipulate him a bit. You really do see a lot of anguish in his character. And you really will be asking yourself, is she an alien? Is she? If you know the director, you already know the answer. So that's Bugonia. You guys ready to move on to our next little section, or do you have any other things you want to say about the weird-ass Bugonia?
Definitely have to check it out. I enjoy this director's work. I saw The Favorite before I even knew who this director was. I saw it was in theaters, just as kind of a blind
I really liked The Favorite. I liked The Favorite more than this one.
The Lobster, I enjoyed. Poor Things, yeah. I was kind of on the fence about, but I love Willem Dafoe in it. But yeah, I'll have to check this one out for sure. I like my weird, goofy stuff.
I think you'll at least like it, Ben.
Did you see Beau is Afraid yet?
Not yet, but it's on my great big list.
That's got to be at like the far end of the weird spectrum as far as like...
The director of that one is one of the producers on Bugonia.
Okay.
Ari Aster.
Really? Okay.
Yup.